My heels click against the shiny marble floor of my apartment building's lobby, the sound echoing in the empty space. It's another late Tuesday night, another 14-hour workday done, another win for Horizon Brands. The client had been so happy after my presentation they nearly hugged me. I check my phone again. Nothing. The elevator doors open with a soft ding, and I step inside, catching my reflection in the mirrored walls. Evelyn Drake, 32 today. Senior PR executive. Wearing exhaustion like it's designer perfume. My green eyes stare back at me, like they're looking for something worth celebrating. The number on my screen doesn't change, still 0 messages, 0 calls. I tell myself it's fine. I'm an adult. I manage million-dollar accounts, I don't need a birthday party. Birthdays are for kids anyway. But when I unlock my apartment door, the little cake I bought that morning is sitting right where I left it, on the coffee table, looking kind of sad. One small candle stands in the middle, waiting for someone to light it. Happy birthday to me, I whisper to no one. I drop my leather briefcase beside the sofa, kick off my heels, and sink into the cushions. The place feels empty tonight, even though I spent so long decorating it to feel like home. The clock on the wall ticks toward midnight, slowly erasing the last minutes of my birthday. My phone stays silent. I reach for my laptop, telling myself I'll just check work stuff until the day is over. Maybe look over that proposal one more time. But instead, my fingers open Facebook. And then I freeze. There's my brother, Miles, champagne glass raised high, surrounded by smiling faces. Behind him, a big banner, "Congratulations on your promotion." My dad's got his arm around him, beaming with pride. My mom's right there too, glowing with that proud mother look. The timestamp says it all, posted 4 hours ago. On my birthday. I scroll down, and it only gets worse, dozens of pictures, the whole family there, aunts, uncles, cousins I haven't seen in years, everyone celebrating Miles. The comments blur in front of my eyes. "So proud of our superstar," my dad wrote. "The Drake family legacy continues," my mom added. My hands shake as I close the laptop. They didn't forget my birthday. They just chose to celebrate something else. Again. And then the old memories come back, uninvited. Me, at 11, sitting alone at a restaurant table, waiting for my family to come back from Miles's debate competition. One candle melting into my cake. They'd promised to make it back in time. They didn't. At 17, they sent me to Grandma's for my birthday weekend, because they were touring Yale with Miles. "It's his future, Evelyn," Dad had said, not quite looking at me. My college graduation dinner? Totally hijacked by Miles's engagement announcement. Everyone went from congratulating me to talking about wedding plans. Just last month. My dad brushed off the Horizon campaign that boosted our clients' revenue by 41%. "It's just advertising, Evelyn," he'd said, checking his watch. "Not like Miles's work in finance. That's the real impact." I grab my phone and scroll through my contacts, all those family names that never call, never ask how I'm doing. Then an email pops up. I open it automatically, and blink at the message. My performance bonus for the Horizon campaign, $82,000. And then, my phone rings. My heart jumps when I see the name, Mom. For one stupid second, I actually feel hope. "Hello?" I say, hating how eager I sound. "Evelyn, darling," my mom says cheerfully. "So glad I caught you. Listen, we're planning something for Miles and Jessica's anniversary next month, and I was hoping you could help, maybe handle the catering and decorations? You're so good at that kind of thing." The clock strikes midnight. My birthday is officially over. "Mom," I say, my voice trembling. "Today was my birthday." A pause. "Oh." She sounds genuinely surprised. "Oh, honey, with Miles's big promotion, it just slipped our minds." Slipped their minds. Like always. I stare at the email still glowing on my laptop screen, $82,000. The most money I've ever had at once. Something shifts inside me, slow but powerful, like the ground moving beneath me. Don't worry about it, Mom, I say finally, my voice calm and strange to my own ears. I understand what's important to this family. And for the first time in my life, I really do. 4 days later, I'm at my desk, fingers hovering over my keyboard, completely frozen. On my screen is a group chat I was never supposed to see, the family chat. Mom must have added me by accident. Now it's all laid out in front of me like a crime scene. Message after message, each one worse than the last. Dad, Evelyn should contribute significantly to Miles and Jessica's anniversary gift. At least $20,000. Mom, she just got that big bonus. She supports the family for once. And there it is. My name, spelled Quinn with one N. My own mother can't even spell my name right. I lean back in my office chair, the leather creaking under me. Through the glass walls of Horizon PR's conference room, the Chicago skyline glitters in the late afternoon light. I'm supposed to be preparing for a big client meeting tomorrow. Instead, I'm learning how little I matter to the people who should have cared the most. My phone buzzes. Naomi pokes her head through my door, her dark curls bouncing. Your brother's online too, she says, then squints at my face. You okay? I turn my laptop toward her. Miles used our Regentech contacts again, I say flatly. Pulled their marketing director into a meeting for his investment firm, without asking me. She frowns, scanning the emails. This is the 3rd time he's done that. And your dad wants you to give him 20 grand for an anniversary party? She whistles low. That's seriously messed up, Evelyn. I let out a humorless laugh. Apparently it's time I support the family for once. The words taste bitter. Naomi leans against my desk. What exactly have they done for you lately? Her bluntness is one of the reasons we've been friends since orientation day 5 years ago. The question hangs heavy between us as my office phone keeps blinking, probably Miles again, wanting another favor. Naomi folds her arms. You earned that bonus, Evelyn. Lawrence wouldn't have approved it otherwise. Right on cue, my boss, Lawrence Chen, appears in the doorway. Immaculate as always, charcoal suit, calm confidence. Evelyn, he says, handing me a folder, the Westfield campaign numbers just came in. 41% increase in quarterly revenue. The board's thrilled. A real smile spreads across his face. This is why I pushed for your bonus. You earned every cent. When he leaves, Naomi squeezes my shoulder. See? At least someone knows your worth. After she goes, I finally pick up Miles's call. My tone stays professional, even though I'm seething inside. He jumps straight in. Hey, I need you to get Regentech's CMO to come to my dinner tomorrow. Big potential client. Family helping family, right? I pause. I'll see what I can do, I say. Which really means don't count on it. That evening, instead of heading straight home, I stop by Mrs. June Bennett's apartment on the 3rd floor. She opens the door with her usual warm smile, eyes crinkling. The smell of fresh cookies drifts out. Right on time, she says, ushering me in. At 84, she still moves like someone half her age. These oatmeal cookies won't eat themselves, she jokes. We sit at her small kitchen table, covered in a soft checkered cloth. For 3 years now, Tuesday nights have been our thing, me bringing takeout, her baking dessert. She's the family I actually chose. You look troubled, she says gently, pushing the cookie plate toward me. So I tell her everything, the emails, the family group chat, Miles using my contacts, the 20,000 they want from me. And they spelled my name wrong, I finish, sounding more hurt than I want to admit. Mrs. June Bennett reaches across the table and takes my hand. Some parents never really see their children, she says quietly. They're too busy looking at their own reflection. Her words stay with me long after I go home. That night, as I change for the family dinner I've been dreading all week, my apartment feels like the only safe place in the world, warm, quiet, mine. But Saturday comes anyway. Saturday evening, I drive up to my parents' house, the Drake Mansion, sitting proud and heavy over Lakeshore Drive. 3 stories of stone, money, and family pride. Inside, everything's exactly how I remember it. Mom, Vivian, is busy fussing over flower arrangements, moving them around like her life depends on getting them perfect. Dad, Charles, stands by the bar, swirling a glass of scotch. Miles and his wife, Jessica, are on the leather sofa, looking like they just stepped out of a lifestyle magazine, all polished smiles and matching designer outfits. Dinner goes by in the usual rhythm. Dad takes over every conversation, bragging about Miles's latest promotion, while Mom jumps in with her little comments and proud laughter. I sit quietly, moving salmon around my plate, waiting. I know what's coming. It arrives with dessert. Evelyn, my dad says, setting down his coffee cup just so, his tone formal, like we're in a meeting. We need to discuss your contribution to Miles and Jessica's anniversary celebration. The room seems to shrink. Everyone looks at me. $20,000 should cover the venue and catering, he continues, completely serious. Mom nods along like this is all perfectly reasonable. We thought you'd want to help out, sweetheart. You're doing so well at work, and Miles has always been there for you. I let out a short laugh, not the happy kind. Has he? I ask softly. Because from where I'm standing, it feels more like I'm the family's personal ATM. Dad's face hardens. That's unfair, Evelyn. Is it? I say, keeping my tone calm even though my pulse is racing. You threw a huge party for Miles on my birthday. You all knew. You just didn't care. Mom's mouth opens, then closes. Miles shifts uncomfortably but doesn't say a word. I got an $82,000 bonus, I go on, and the first thing you all thought was, let's take some of that for Miles's party. You even spelled my name wrong in the family chat. Mom's face turns pale. Dad looks furious, like being called out is worse than being wrong. Evelyn, don't be dramatic, he says. Family supports family. Exactly, I say. But somehow that rule only applies when it benefits Miles. There's silence. Heavy, awkward silence. Then Dad sighs. You're overreacting. You've always been sensitive. That word again. Sensitive. Like caring is a flaw. I push back my chair and stand. My hands are shaking, but my voice stays steady. You know what, Dad? You're right about one thing. I have been sensitive to people who never saw me, never respected me, never celebrated me unless it was convenient. Mom stands too. Evelyn, sit down. Don't do this. But I'm already picking up my purse. You don't have to worry, I tell them. I won't embarrass the family by refusing to contribute. Relief flashes across my dad's face until I add, because I won't be part of it at all. Then I turn and walk out, heels clicking against the marble floor, the same sound as that night in my apartment building, only this time, every step feels lighter. Outside, the cold air hits my face. I take a deep breath and look back at the mansion glowing behind me. For the first time, I feel nothing. No guilt. No longing. Just freedom. I drive away, leaving their perfect house and perfect son behind. I get home past 10, and my apartment feels different tonight, not empty this time, but peaceful. The city hums softly outside my window. I hang up my coat, kick off my shoes, and breathe. For the first time in years, I don't feel like I'm walking on eggshells. No one's judging me, no one's comparing me. Just quiet. My laptop still sits on the coffee table, the $82,000 email open on the screen. The number doesn't just look like money anymore, it looks like possibility. I could take that money and do something for myself. Something that's mine, without anyone else's name attached to it. My phone buzzes with a text from Miles. Dad says you overreacted. Can we talk tomorrow? I stare at it for a moment, then press delete. No reply. Instead, I open my work email and start typing a message to Lawrence. I tell him I've been thinking about launching a new division at Horizon, one focused on independent startups, people trying to build something real without big budgets or family names backing them. He replies 5 minutes later, "Let's talk Monday." I love it. A smile spreads across my face. It's small, but real. Later, I head upstairs with a cup of tea and a single leftover cookie from Mrs. June Bennett. I light a candle, not for a birthday this time, just because I want to. As the tiny flame flickers, I think about the girl I used to be, the one waiting at a restaurant table for her family to show up. The one who kept working harder, hoping they'd notice. She deserved better. I finally see that now. Mrs. June Bennett's words echo in my mind. Some parents never see their children clearly, too busy looking at their own reflection. I smile softly. Maybe they'll never change. Maybe they'll never understand me. But that's not my burden anymore. The clock ticks past midnight, another day gone, another one starting. Only this time, it feels like something new is just beginning. Since I'm the only one in the family who recently got a big bonus, they all seem to think it's only fair I pay. Mom nods, her pearl earrings catching the light. Family supports family, darling. Those words hit something deep inside me. Family supports family. Really? When have they ever supported me? I can't, I say quietly. Dad frowns, like he can't quite believe what he just heard. I beg your pardon? I can't give you $20,000, I say, my voice steadier now. That's a quarter of my bonus. I have other plans for it. The silence that follows is thick and strange. No one in this house is used to hearing me say no. Dad leans forward, his voice dropping low. And what plans could possibly be more important than your brother's celebration? My future, I answered simply. Mom's face crumples instantly. After everything we've done for you, she whispers, tears forming. It's a perfect guilt trip, she's had years of practice. The words leave my mouth before I can stop them. What exactly have you done for me? Dad stands, towering over me. I will not tolerate ingratitude in this house, he says sharply. Your brother is the real success in this family. The least you can do is support him. His words land hard, hitting the same sore spot they've pressed my whole life. I stand too, my legs shaking. I need to go, I say, grabbing my purse. Mom reaches for my arm. Evelyn, please, don't make a scene. But this time, I didn't back down. I don't smooth things over. I walk straight out the front door, guilt following me like a shadow, but something else too. Determination. For the first time in 32 years, I didn't fade into the background of my brother's life. It's scary. But it feels right. In my car, hands still trembling on the steering wheel, I make myself a promise, this is just the beginning. A week later, Mom starts calling every morning at exactly 7:15. I've started leaving my phone in the bathroom while I make coffee. Evelyn, sweetie, her voice echoes from the speaker as I put on mascara, this rebellious phase needs to end. Your father hasn't slept properly since that dinner. I look at my reflection, noticing the tightness around my mouth. Mom, I'm not rebellious. I'm 32. Then why are you breaking our hearts? After everything we've sacrificed for you? My hand freezes midair. What exactly have you sacrificed for me? She gasps, like I've said something unthinkable. How can you ask that? We gave you everything. I have a meeting, I say flatly. I need to go. I hang up before she can reply. By the afternoon, Dad storms through the glass doors of Horizon Brands. His tailored suit and commanding presence turn every head in the lobby. Naomi catches my eye across the room and mouths code red before disappearing. I met him near reception. Dad, this is my workplace. Then act like a professional, he snaps. His voice carries, drawing attention from nearby desks. Professionals honor their family obligations. Lower your voice, I say through clenched teeth, steering him into an empty meeting room. Curious eyes follow us. "What do you want?" I ask once the door closes. "Your mother hasn't stopped crying," he says. "Is that what you wanted? To punish us because we missed one birthday?" That word, one, lights a fire inside me. One. I repeat. Try 20 years of birthdays, graduations, and achievements. He sighs, checking his watch. "You always exaggerate." The point is, Miles deserves our support. 20,000 from your bonus is more than fair. My phone buzzes with an alert, a crisis from our biggest client. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later. I'm not done, Evelyn, he warns. Actually, I say, opening the door, you are. I close it behind me, hands shaking but voice calm as I dial the client. 3 hours later, I'm standing in front of our executive team, presenting the crisis plan that saves the Westridge account. My voice doesn't waver once. "That was incredible work," our CEO said afterward, placing a hand on my shoulder. "You just saved a $3 million client." The board is thrilled. Warm pride fills my chest, unfamiliar, but good. "Thank you," I say, meaning it. Back at my desk, I see 6 missed calls from Miles and a text, "Mom's crying every night because of you. Fix this." Fix. I silence my phone and turn to the stack of congratulatory emails from coworkers and clients. The difference is clear: at work, I matter. At home, it only matters when I'm giving something. 3 weeks after my birthday, I'm sitting alone in a corner cafe with my laptop open and a half-eaten slice of carrot cake beside me. Nearby, a group of friends laugh around a young woman wearing a paper crown. "Make a wish, Amanda," someone calls as she blows out her candles. I watch them, their easy affection, their joy in simply celebrating her. The truth settles heavy in my chest: I'll never have that with my family. No achievement will ever make them see me. My fingers hover over my keyboard. Without planning to, I type, "Lakefront property, Michigan." Dozens of listings appear. I click one, a 4-bedroom house with big windows facing the lake, a wraparound deck, and tall pine trees for privacy. Price, $365,000. As I scroll through the photos, something opens inside me. This could be mine, my place, my choice. The next morning, I call a realtor and schedule a private showing. 2 days later, I'm standing on that deck, watching sunlight dance on the lake. The owners are motivated sellers, the realtor explains. They've already moved to Arizona. "I'll take it," I hear myself say. "I can make a large down payment." She blinks. "Don't you want to think about it? Maybe bring your family to see it?" No, the word feels clean and final. This is for me. A few days later, my mortgage was approved quickly. Perfect credit has its perks. I sign the papers in a quiet office, each signature feeling like a personal declaration of freedom. Mrs. June Bennett, my elderly neighbor who's shown more care for me than my own mother, comes with me. "You're doing the right thing, dear," she says, patting my hand as I take the keys. Sometimes we have to build our own sanctuary. For the first time in weeks, my hands don't shake. I spend weekends at the lake house, filling the walls with framed awards and photos that remind me of everything I've accomplished: my college graduation, the team celebration after landing Westridge, the magazine cover featuring my PR campaign. The master bedroom has become my favorite place. I hang a small wooden sign on the door, "The Birthday Suite." Inside, I set a reading chair by the window, stack my favorite books beside it, and splurge on the softest bedding I can find. On a bright Sunday, I write invitations for a housewarming: Naomi, my coworkers, Mrs. June Bennett. My finger hovers over my family contacts, old habits urging me to include them. Instead, I press send only to those who've truly celebrated me. It's a small act, but it feels huge, the first step in building real boundaries. That night, I sat on the deck, watching stars shimmer over the dark water. My phone is inside, silent. For the first time in my adult life, I feel strong. Not just successful, powerful. The kind of power that comes from choosing yourself when no one else will. Tomorrow, the guilt calls will come again. But here, in this space that belongs only to me, their voices are finally fading. On Sunday, I open Instagram, take a deep breath, and hit post. The photo isn't fancy, just me, barefoot on the new cedar deck, holding a glass of wine, Lake Michigan stretching endlessly behind me. The caption reads, "Weekend at my new lake house, birthday gift to myself." I set the phone down on the railing and turn my face to the sunset. The September air is crisp and golden, the light dancing on the waves. For 20 whole minutes, I just breathe. No noise, no guilt, no family expectations. Just peace. When I finally check my phone, the screen lights up, 17 missed calls, 32 texts. 8 of them from Mom. I slip the phone into my jeans pocket. Not today. I sink into the Adirondack chair I built yesterday, watching the sky turn amber and rose. The house, big, warm, mine, feels alive with new energy. Every inch, from the sage green paint to the brass doorknobs, is something I chose. The phone vibrates again, but this time it's Naomi's message, "You deserve this and more." Can't wait to see it in person. Monday morning at work, I see 6 new voicemails from Mom. Each one more frantic than the last. "Evelyn, call me back right now. Where did you get money for a house? Your father's furious. This is completely irresponsible. Call us. People are asking questions we can't answer. How do you think this makes us look? Your brother's on his way to your office. You better be there. And finally, there's a family meeting tomorrow night. Don't make this worse than it already is." I delete them all, then make blueberry pancakes in my new kitchen. By afternoon, I've hung new curtains and finished assembling patio furniture when my work phone rings. It's Naomi. "Your brother showed up at the office," she says right away. "He looked pretty shocked when I told him you took the week off. Asked if I knew where you were." "What did you tell him?" I ask. "That your whereabouts weren't mine to share," she says. Then he gave me that Drake look, like I'm the crazy one for respecting your privacy. I laugh, the sound surprising me. "Thank you." "Don't thank me yet," she warns. He cornered Devin from accounting. Devin mentioned something about Michigan. So, heads up. I look out across the lake, watching autumn leaves drift over the grass. Let them, I say. Saturday comes, and my little housewarming party begins. My coworkers arrive with warm smiles and thoughtful gifts. My boss Greg shows up with a nice bottle of Cabernet and a handwritten note that simply says, "Congratulations, you earned this." We raise our glasses on the deck as boats drift lazily by on the water. For once, the only thing I feel is peace. Mrs. June Bennett is the last to arrive, her silver hair tied neatly in a bun. She's holding a quilt made from blue and green fabric squares. "For your bedroom," she says with a warm smile. Every home needs something handmade with love. Tears sting my eyes as she wraps me in a hug. "I'm so proud of you," she whispers. We grill steaks and corn out on the deck. Someone brings a speaker, and old songs play while laughter fills the air. I take pictures of everything, my friends lounging on the new furniture, the sunset reflecting off the windows. Mrs. June Bennett is showing Naomi how to fold napkins the proper way. I post the photos online too, each one showing who's really here for me, and who isn't. Sunday evening, I got a text from Dad. "Where did you get the money for the house?" Answer immediately. I pour another glass of wine and ignore it. By Monday, I'm back at work, and the family gossip line is already buzzing. My cousin Elaine calls, her voice dripping with fake concern. "Everyone's talking about your lake house," she says. "Aunt Vivian's losing her mind. Uncle Charles wanted to call a family meeting, but you weren't there." "I was busy hanging shelves," I reply, calm and steady. She sighs dramatically. "Evelyn, people are saying things." "What kind of things?" "That you've been hiding money. That you're having some kind of breakdown. That you're jealous of Miles' success." I laugh, a real laugh this time, one that feels new. That sounds exactly like something my family would say. The call that finally matters comes Thursday night. It's my mother. I answer on the fourth ring, settling into my porch swing. Evelyn. Elizabeth Drake. Her voice is tight with restrained anger. This has gone far enough. She takes a breath. The Petersons, the Carsons, even Reverend Wallace have been asking about your situation. My situation? This attention-seeking behavior, she says sharply. Buying a house without talking to the family. Posting those pictures. People are asking questions. I rock gently, watching a heron glide across the water. What kind of questions? Her voice drops. Why would you buy yourself a birthday present? Why weren't we there to celebrate with you? It's creating a very uncomfortable situation for this family. How interesting, I say lightly. Almost like actions have consequences. We need to fix this, she snaps, her tone hardening. I'm arranging a family dinner Sunday night. Your father and I will explain it was all a misunderstanding, that we've always supported you. The old me would have said yes instantly, desperate to make peace. But that version of me doesn't exist anymore. I'm free Tuesday next week, I say calmly. 7 o'clock. And I'll bring the photo albums. What photo albums? I smile. The ones I've kept since I was 11. I've been documenting everything. She's silent. For once, she has nothing to say. Next Tuesday, I will stand before my parents' mansion. The granite steps stretch out like the walkway to a courthouse. I hold 3 photo albums tight to my chest, my fingers white against the covers. The evening sun casts long shadows across the perfect lawn, shadows that seem to reach for me, trying to drag me back into who I used to be. I ring the doorbell instead of using my old key. Tonight, I'm not a daughter. I'm a prosecutor bringing evidence. The heavy oak door swings open. Dad stands there, tall, perfectly combed silver hair, sharp eyes flicking from the albums to my face. You're late, he says, turning away without waiting for a reply. No hug. No smile. Just judgment. I follow him into the foyer. Mom is waiting with tissues in hand. Her makeup looks just right, just enough to make it seem like she's been crying, without actually ruining anything. Evelyn, she says, voice trembling. We've been so worried. I stay quiet. I know this scene, her tears, my guilt, my surrender. But not tonight. Miles appears from the living room, drink in hand. When he sees me, his confident expression falters. I meet his gaze until he looks away first. Dinner's getting cold, Mom says, turning toward the dining room. The table is covered in the best china, candles flickering in silver holders, a peace offering, or maybe a bribe. I set the albums on the sideboard and take my usual seat across from Miles, diagonal from Dad's spot at the head of the table. Your mother made your favorite, Dad says, serving himself first as always. Beef Wellington. It hasn't been my favorite since high school. It's Miles' favorite now. Let's just get to the point, I say, leaving my plate untouched. I know why we're here. Mom sighs like she's in a soap opera. Evelyn, honey, we're just worried about your impulsive choices. Buying that lake house without asking us. Dad cuts in, slicing his meat like a surgeon. It reflects poorly on the family image. Reckless spending. Poor planning. It was my bonus money, I say quietly. Money that could have been invested properly, he continues, ignoring me, or used for something that benefits the family. Miles clears his throat. No one's saying you can't have nice things, Evelyn. But maybe selling it would keep the peace. Mom's been crying every night. Mom dabs her perfectly dry eyes. You're breaking your mother's heart, she whispers. I push back my chair and walk to the sideboard. The album feels heavy in my hands. I bring it back to the table and set it down. I brought something I think you should see. Dad frowns. We don't have time for scrapbooks. Make time, I say firmly. My voice doesn't shake. I open the first album, pages full of Miles in party hats, blowing out candles, surrounded by piles of gifts. Every birthday, from age 6 to 25, is documented like a royal event. Turn to page 16, I tell him. He hesitates, then does it. There's a photo of his 18th birthday, a car with a giant bow, Dad handing him the keys, Mom crying real tears of joy. I slide the second album toward them. This one's mine. Mom reaches for it, her fingers trembling slightly. She opens it, and finds mostly blank pages. A few photos of me alone with store-bought cupcakes. One of Mrs. June Bennett hugged me on my 30th. Nothing else, I say. There wasn't anything to put in it. On my 21st birthday, you were at Miles' engagement party. Remember? Miles flinches. Without waiting, I opened the third album, the one for family vacations. Disney World. The Grand Canyon. Europe. I look at the photos spread out before them and say quietly, I'm not in these because I wasn't there. I take a breath. I was with Grandma. Or stuck at summer camp. Or told there wasn't enough money for everyone to go. Dad suddenly pushes his chair back, the legs scraping loudly across the floor. What's the point of this drama, Evelyn? You've always been the difficult one. I meet his eyes and answer, steady and calm. The point is evidence. I pull out a stack of papers, a spreadsheet I printed and highlighted. This tracks family spending. I slide it across the table. Miles versus me. College tuition. Birthday gifts. Car down payments. Family trips. The list feels heavy as I speak each word. The numbers speak for themselves. Thousands for Miles, hundreds for me. Then I reach into my bag again and pull out a wrinkled page from an old diary. And this, I say softly, is from when I was 9. I read it out loud. Maybe next year they'll remember my birthday without Grandma having to call to remind them. No one says a word. So I reach for the last piece of evidence, a photograph. Christmas dinner, 3 years ago. I hold it up. See that empty chair? That's supposed to be mine. A place setting with my name on it. I swallow hard. I was in Chicago that year, working. You knew I couldn't come, but you still set a place. You took a picture and sent it to me with the message, we missed you. You wanted me to feel guilty for not being there. I slide the photo closer. But I noticed something no one else did. Look closer. Mom squints at it. That's not my chair, I tell her quietly. That's the guest seat. Even when you're pretending I belong, I'm still just a visitor. The silence in the room stretches tight, like it might snap. Dad's face turns red. What do you want from us, Evelyn? An apology? Fine. We favored Miles. He was always the priority. He's the one carrying the Drake name, the family legacy. Mom's face crumples. Real tears this time. We didn't mean to, she whispers. It just happened. And then it became a pattern. You were just easier to ignore. I know, I say softly, finishing the sentence for her. Miles still hasn't spoken. He just stares at a photo I placed at the edge of the table, him at 8, surrounded by gifts, and me at 6, smiling tightly from the background. A smile that doesn't reach my eyes. I stand and start gathering my things, everything except the albums. You can keep those, I tell them. I don't need your approval anymore. I don't need your love, your attention, or your validation. I meet each of their eyes in turn. I waited 32 years for you to see me. I'm done waiting. I turn toward the door, shoulders straight, walking slowly but without hesitation. Behind me, I hear Miles call my name. Mom sobs quietly. Dad says nothing. At the doorway, I stop but don't look back. The albums are yours. Consider them a gift. Then I close the door, softly, but the sound echoes like thunder in the quiet house. A year later, on my birthday, the morning sun spills golden light across my lake house deck. I'm setting up a tray of fruit and a chilled bottle of champagne. A cake sits nearby with 33 candles. Naomi insisted on one for each year, plus one for luck. Need any help? Mark from marketing calls out, holding a tray of pastries. Just set those anywhere, I tell him, smiling. I smooth the skirt of my red sundress and check my watch. Everyone will be here soon. It's amazing how much difference a year can make. Last year, I spent my birthday alone in my apartment, eating a store-bought cake and pretending I didn't care. Today, my deck is full of laughter and conversation, new friends, kind people, colleagues who actually see me. My phone buzzes with messages congratulating me on my promotion to senior director. The timing feels poetic, announced yesterday, celebrated today. The lake glitters beyond the railing, reflecting a sky as bright as my mood. Dr. Levine, my therapist, would call this progress. She's right. Our weekly talks have helped me see the patterns that shaped my family, the habits passed down like old furniture. Breaking them takes courage. And courage, I've learned, looks like spending Thanksgiving at a Vermont resort instead of my parents' house. It looks like muting family group texts when they get toxic. It looks like building my own life, my own peace, from scratch. Evelyn. Naomi raises her mimosa. To the birthday girl, the woman who taught us all how to choose ourselves. Glasses clink. Laughter follows. I soak in the warmth, the real kind, not the hollow, performative kind I grew up around. Then I hear it, a car door slamming out front. My stomach tightens. I know that sound. My brother's BMW. Miles stands at the edge of the deck, holding a wrapped box. He looks nervous, awkward even. Sorry to crash, he says. I wanted to give you this in person. It's the first time we've spoken since the night of the photo albums, since the perfect family story cracked open. Come join us, I say, and I mean it more than I expected. Later, after the crowd moves inside, Miles and I sit together at the end of the dock. The wrapped package rests between us. The sky fades orange to purple. Therapy's been eye-opening, he admits quietly. Dad still won't go, but Mom's trying. She talks about you differently now. I glance at him. And you? He sighs. I never saw it before, how they erased you while putting me on display. You made me see it. He slides the package toward me. Open it. Inside is a framed photo I've never seen, me at 7, sitting on our old tire swing, laughing at something off camera. Just me. I found it in Dad's storage boxes, Miles says. Had it been restored? Proof you existed, even when no one was paying attention. My throat tightens. It's not a fix, but it's something, a start. A knock at the door pulls me back to the present. Through the glass, I see Mom standing on the porch, holding a small bakery box. She insisted on coming, Miles says softly. I didn't tell her where until today. Mom's hands tremble as she opens the box. Inside is a single cupcake with one candle. Happy birthday, Evelyn, she says, her voice cracking. Her practiced smile falters into something real. I brought carrot cake. You always liked that, didn't you? I nod. I did. The party's almost over, I tell her gently. You can stay for cake if you'd like. Her shoulders drop with relief. I'd like that. Small steps. Later, after everyone leaves, I wander back to the dock. The lake is calm, reflecting the last light of day. Last year, I spent this night alone in a cafe, staring at an empty inbox. Tonight, I'm surrounded by real laughter, thoughtful gifts, and the kind of peace that comes from choosing yourself without guilt. My phone buzzes with a message from Mrs. June Bennett. Did you enjoy your day, dear? I smile as I type back. For the first time, I truly celebrated myself. The windows of the lake house glow behind me, their reflection rippling across the water. I lift my glass toward the sunset, toasting the woman I've finally become, the one who learned that real validation starts from within. And I wonder quietly, what gift have you ever given yourself that changed everything? Did you enjoy the story? And where are you watching from? Tell me in the comments. Thank you so much for your love. I can't wait to read your comments. On the screen now are 2 more true life stories I recommend. There's so much more on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next life story, with love and respect.